change it in YouTube? Right now it's good, but it was good earlier, and then it switched. So if I change it in Wirecast, it automatically backs off in YouTube. They don't have to match up or anything. Okay. So if we have trouble, we can just go to output settings and back off a little bit then.
I don't know. I forgot.
Like start it from scratch?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Well, we'll keep an eye on it now. I appreciate your help, and if we need to, we'll start a new one. Hopefully in 30 minutes will give us good enough trial to see what's going on. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. He's a good dude. And he knows what he's doing.
Brandon? Yeah. I worked at school last summer.
He knows his stuff, man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's only 20. He's a student. When you guys are sophomores, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and see if it's.
Alright.
Baby shark.
How's that? You good?
You know, I think this is going to be a really good game.
I'm out of your way now.
I think so too. I hope so.
Hey, Brian.
I'm at 95% too.
Are you good there?
Like status?
My CPU use.
Central football, 2 watching.
It's going down. Yeah, I didn't know that. It's got that thing up here now where you can see
48.
This little eyeball shows how many people are watching.
Ah, we're 48% nationals.
That's good.
Live chat. How do we do that? Create a channel to join the chat. I have a channel.
Do you have Google Drive on your phone?
No, but I can get it real quick.
You need that app anyway, especially when you go to college.
Yeah.
I use that all the time.
I'm trying to figure out what computer I should get for college. MacBooks are like over 1,000.
They're really good computers, but when you're used to using all Windows stuff, it's a pain in the ass because you don't know.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff is better on these,
Uh-huh.
but if you're not used to it, it's like learning a whole new damn system.
So it's almost like you need to get it like a year before so you can like, figure everything out, right?
Pretty much. Or you can start using this one.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just. I don't even know where I'm going yet.
You got the rest of your life to figure that stuff out.
Yeah.
Alright,
Just know what we're gonna do. College or straight to work?
I don't know.
Make that money, buddy.
I could. My dad.
Yeah.
Make that money.
I could go work for my dad right out of school.
Make that money too. I'm telling you.
Iron worker.
See, school just isn't like, I don't want to.
That's union? That's good money right
Dad
there.
said starting right out for him would be 40,000 to 50,000 a year.
Good money.
And in about 2 or 3 years, I'd make as much as him.
Yeah, my dad was like, you can come work for me and do like basic stuff, but then if you wanted to, you go to like a tech school for like 2 years, I think. That's what he did.
See, this is the kind of shit that pisses me off right here.
What?
I sent you one
What the heck? When?
last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I sent you 12 messages and I got 0 response.
Did you send it with iMessage or text message?
iMessage.
Did you get a new number, Derek?
No, I just got a different phone. Samsung.
880-9277.
Yeah, that's my number.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably thinking,
And it's probably trying to send it as iMessage, but I don't know.
because that's his.
My
Schmeiss.
son just.
Is this
Turn
you?
the mic on.
Is this you right here?
What do you mean? You don't have my phone?
0697? I don't think
That's
this
me.
is you.
That is me.
There's no way, because those texts aren't on there that I got from you.
Found out who one of my 8 watchers are.
Oh, wait, that's not you. I guess I could put like contact information on here with people instead of just having their numbers. What was last Friday's date?
Boy, this CPU is bouncing all over the place. It's going from 40s to 90s. Carolina?
No. It was like
That's overrated.
Are you kidding me?
That is.
it was.
Oh my god, I'm
That
so
died down.
mad.
That was the coolest thing for a while.
Baby Shark?
No.
Nah,
That's
No.
good stuff, man.
no.
Go to the bathroom before that starts. Hey, wallet.
You want to take out your windows?
I would offer you guys stuff, but I got like $4 in my wallet. So if you guys want anything from the concessions, you need to get it out.
Nah, I'm fine. We should get free water.
We can start taking those windows out. Just
Do you
don't
want
knock.
to take them out?
It's freaking cool out here. What's this cool out here? Shut that door.
We can leave that door open.
Let's take those windows out. Yeah, we can leave this one open.
Yeah, there's like crap. There's people like right there.
Yeah, just leave that
No,
open.
knock the camera off the wall.
Here, I'll shut this. Yeah, can't we just shut that and leave this open? You get some air.
Is there a bench in here, bro? Get that bench from you guys.
Maybe there. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Last year we were in here with the radio. With the radio people in this booth.
Such a little fine looking.
Hey, look near there. I talked like 3 of them. I was at their homecoming party.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
That's why Schweiss wanted to go to bed. I used to be really good friends with Tyler.
If I could have your attention, you probably need to take inventory. Someone is missing a cell phone that's been turned into the press
God
box.
dang
You
it.
can identify it. It's yours.
I'm sorry. Who's gum?
Twice is a thing.
That's rock hard.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
Receiver number 7,
whoop,
offensive
whoop.
line,
Is that the loud?
No,
Turn mine
and
up.
this
tight
one's
end number
perfect.
36, Brady Clark.
I thought you were gonna take the windows out.
Offensive line number 53, Jacob
Oh.
Lambo.
We decided to be weird.
Offensive line number
too much
54,
noise.
Evans.
Yeah.
Well, you can slide when we're down here, Noah.
Yeah.
You can slide that camera down there and take that thing out. You don't have to open it.
Number 58,
I'm saying you can, like when we're down here, to keep this out of play, slide the camera that way.
Remember last year whenever there's a touchdown and we got this panel ready?
defensive back number 1, Jacob.
All right, we're gonna play the. Oh, we didn't do mic checks.
Defensive back number 5, Gage.
Oh, me no.
It's only 6:45.
Yeah.
Defensive back
Why'd they play the national anthem so quick?
Oh,
I don't know. Can you hear me?
We play it.
yeah.
I can't hear myself. Yeah, I
Check,
can.
check.
Check.
Check, check, check,
Yeah.
check,
Check.
check, 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 check. Now it's really loud.
Too loud?
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Which one are you, Noah? Did you pick the one furthest?
Yep, first one.
I think I'm 2.
Ooh,
Ooh.
God, don't do that.
Okay.
We are live.
We are live?
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Kyle Schweiss, and I'm here with Derek Morgenthaler and
Hello.
Noah Ogden.
What's up?
We are here to bring you tonight's game between Park Hills Central and St. Genevieve Dragons. Park Hills comes into the game at 2-2. Wins over Fredericktown and Confluence Prep, and opening week's loss to Country Day and to St. Clair. St. Gen comes into tonight's game at 3-1. They had week 1 win over Dexter, 21-0. Week 2 win over Valley, 7-6. Week 3 loss to Kennett, 53-21, and a week 4 win last week over Potosi, 21-6. So, Derek, big
Yes.
conference showdown here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Winner has a pretty good inside track at the conference championship. What do you look for in tonight's game?
I look for the Dragons to come out just from the get-go, not laid back, just full tilt, going at the opponent, and I expect Park Hills to do the same. I think it'll be a really physical game.
I couldn't agree more with you, Derek. Dragons usually are, they come out pretty tough and strong, and then they start to look for patterns that they can capitalize on. But I think it's just going to be a full-on just bring it to them fast and quick.
And on your screen currently, you see the defensive starting lineup for St. Genevieve. Going across the front, you got Tyler Jenkins at defensive end, Caleb Roth on the opposite side of him. Across the middle in that 5-man look that we're going to see tonight to try to shut down this running game. Got Isaac Boyd, Clayton Kreitler, Clayton Vaughn. A lot of guys going to be rotating in and out of those positions, trying to keep fresh legs. Linebacking core, you got Grant Staffen and Austin Keene on the outside, Ty Brown and Kobe Hatfield on the inside. And then at the defensive backfield, you got Bryce Trollinger and Brady Boyer. Offensively, there's your look at the offensive lineup. You got Chad Dunsey leading the way at quarterback. He'll share time with Logan Geck. Those two will actually switch spots, so the personnel will stay the same when they're in the game. Darian Brown will see time tonight at running back. As he is back, we got Brady and Logan on the left side, Logan Trollinger, Devin Bader on the right side. And then across the front, Hunter Lawrence, Gage Wiegand, Coy Flee, Clayton Vaughn, and Clayton Kreitler. You'll also see a little bit of Isaac Boyd, who's sporting a new number tonight. He's wearing number 76.
Let's go.
As he's getting some time on the offensive line now, as he was primarily a defensive player, played in the short yardage situations as a running back. So he still will play that in the power I position, running back, but he'll also play some offensive guard for us. So looks to be a good game, looks to be a very competitive game, a very important game, as we said, probably likely implications on the conference championship. So we look forward to bringing the game to you, and Derek had an opportunity this morning to sit down with Coach Kenny Wyke for a short conversation, and we will play that now.
This is Derek Morgenthaler here with the head coach of the Dragons, Coach Wyke. Coach Wyke off to a pretty good start so far, 2-1. Wins over Dexter and Valley, and then the loss to Kennett last week. Just how have the guys responded to last week, and how's practice been going?
Pretty good week of practice. Last week was tough. It was a big loss to district opponent and stuff, but I think we're going to come back from it real well. Like I said, especially defensively, we had a real good week of practice. So tonight we'll see if how we respond.
Yeah, talking about responding tonight, what do you think we can expect from Potosi, and what's the game plan?
They're real physical, and they just like to grind the ball. They don't throw a whole lot. They're just trying to come right at you. So the game plan is to go right at them, kind of attack before they get us, and that's kind of what happened to us last week. I think we were on our heels a lot on defense, and we've stressed all week just defensively, just being the ones to attack.
And then to wrap it up here, just kind of the keys to the game. I know you said going at them, not being on your heels.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball. We've got to just come out and take just get after it. I don't know. I don't want to say we were tentative last week, but we got to play like we've got nothing to lose, and we really don't. So just go out and have fun. Fly around, make things happen, and if things happen, good. That's great. If they don't, we just get over it and move on.
All right, ready for a good game. Thanks, Coach White.
Thank you.
And we want to thank Coach Kenny White for taking time this morning to do that with us, as he was busy with his shop class. So we appreciate that. So, gentlemen, looking forward to the game tonight. We've got a strong running attack in Park Hill Central. We've got a dual threat attack with our own St. John Dragons. So what are your thoughts as far as the offensive game plan? We'll start with the Dragons.
I think I don't know. Noah, what do you think?
Passing the buck.
Yeah. I would say the Dragons should look to get a run game going at first, but I really would hope – I want to see him kind of try to get the ball downfield through the air a little more tonight.
Yeah, I think we'll see a good mix tonight. I think we'll see a couple shots early in the game. I think downfield, try to open up that Central defense. I know Central is probably going to come out playing a similar scheme as what Valley did to try to take away the run game. And I think if we loosen them up in the defensive backfield a little bit with a couple early shots downfield, even if we don't complete them, make them keep it honest and open some things up for us later in the game.
Yeah, I remember last year we came down here for districts and we took like 3 or 4 shots first couple plays of the game. Hit a couple of them, but see if that opens anything up. We are waiting for game time.
And as we wait, we will bring you some of our sponsors. First, with Drury Outdoors.
It's up their scoreboard.
Instinct is a powerful force. A whitetail assesses the world in ways we can only imagine, and nature will dictate the routine. So we've become humble students of this creature, evaluating its every move, hoping we can be in the right place at just the right time. Well, stop guessing and start thinking like a whitetail. Utilize the science behind nature and instinct to forecast their patterns to determine deer movement before it happens. No matter where you hunt or where the next adventure takes you, get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
In 1963, Fleeg's Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business in St. Genevieve, where it remains to this day, selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler Turf, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey, and many more, helping with all your family and lawn needs. Service from the time you enter the door or pick up the phone is taken to heart.
At Fleeg's Farm Equipment, we ask that you let our family
serve your family.
Go Dragons!
Barley Automotive.
Did you guys know Barley Automotive has been serving the community since 1944? And Barley Automotive has such great service and such great sales. Did you know they also sell Chevy, GMC, and Buick cars? Why'd you come on down?
Bryce Barley, Matty Hushstetter, and Alex DeRouche. We're in the 2018 Denali truck right now. Great for hauling everything. Come on down to Barley Automotives, get a glimpse of it, and maybe get to tour it. Peace.
Wow. Real nice.
This is a Buick Regal here. I'm here with my family here. This is a great family view. Come on down to Barley Automotive. Scott Barley will talk to you about it. Come get some good deals on it.
From our family to yours.
Welcome back, everybody. Both teams took the field while we were going through those ads. We are waiting for the captains to come out. What do you think, Noah?
I don't know. Seems like the talk lately has been trying to stop Will Hopkins. I've heard from some of the players.
Yeah.
Been running their
physical
offense and their defense during this week of practice.
Looks like our captains for St. Genevieve will be number 69, Clayton Vaughn, number 76, Isaac Boyd, number 2, Chad Dunsey, and number 22, Ty Brown. And for Park Hills, I know number 2, Will Hopkins, is out there.
Number 1, Jake Casey.
Number 58, Tanner Friend. And number 54, they don't have a 54. Okay.
Really? Oh, here we go. We have Evan Sidebottom. That's number 54. He's number 18 and 54.
I got you.
Get a little double number action in there.
Maybe he's going to rip off that jersey and have 18 on underneath it.
Maybe that's what Isaac's going to do, too.
Ooh.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Jet Casey used to go to Potosi. Just like coaches are leaving the field, going to the sidelines.
Should be a good game ahead of us.
Oh, yeah. Big conference game. I would say the winner of this game has a pretty good shot at winning conference.
Oh, yeah.
I think St. Gen has Fredericktown left to play in the conference. I'm not sure if anybody else. Is that working twice? And it looks like St. Genevieve has elected to receive to start the game off. So we will see the Dragons kickoff return come onto the field. And I believe number 3, Darian Brown, and number 8, Logan Trollinger will be back to receive the opening kickoff. Darian back this week after missing a couple games. Hopefully he gets going.
Our software is lagging a little bit, but the YouTube says it is streaming just fine. So please let us know if
Yeah.
we're having issues with YouTube, so we can keep you up to date. I'm not
I'll
quite
have
sure
my
what's
dad.
going on here, but
Text my dad real quick.
Karen yelling at us, turn the screen on.
yeah. And Caden, my son, is listening, and if he could keep me up to date, that would be great. So, Caden, you
Please
now
help
have a
us out.
job.
Here you go, Cake.
All right, we
Here
got it.
comes
Looks like we're
the-
back up and we're ready for kickoff.
Comes the opening kickoff. It's a kick down the middle of the field. Darian Brown going to catch it around the 10. He's bringing it out, and he's on the outside, and he's got one guy to beat. He is hit out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Good
Great return.
Good run there by Darian. About 40 yards, 37 yards on that return, and that gives St. John really good field position to start this game right near midfield at the 45-yard line.
What you think, Noah? What we're going to see this first drive?
I'm calling
Big plays?
passes.
Big passes?
Passes. Try to start it off early.
Try to get some momentum going here in the first.
About to find out.
St. John come out in 2x2 with Gegg and Boyer on top of your screen, Bader and Trollinger toward the bottom, Dunsey and Brown in the backfield. And you're going to fake a handoff to Brown, throw out to Gegg, and he had him open over there, but just threw it to the left.
Just check the volume on YouTube just to make sure you guys sounded okay. And, boy, the sweet sounds of Derek Morgenthaler and Noah Ogden.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing better. Friday night football with these two young men.
Hopefully people enjoy it.
Yeah. The voices of St. Genevieve football.
Well, you can't forget the voice of Mr. Schweiss right here. But
True.
It's here.
Dragons come out in the same formation. Snap back to Dunsey. He's going to fake a handoff to Brown. That play kind of, I don't know if there's maybe some confusion on it, maybe a little rust, but Dunsey doesn't get much.
Yeah, that looked like a counter tray there,
Yeah.
and there was not many people got blocked. So I don't know if there was some confusion up front or what, but that play needs to not happen again. Not necessarily that play, but needs to be executed better by the players.
Loss of about a yard or two on that play, bring up 3rd and long. Dragons haven't had anything so far. Dunsey fakes a handoff to Brown, throws to the left. I think that was intended for Logan Gegg, but Chad got hit as he threw it.
Yeah, he had Boyer streaking down the seam there, wide open, but Chad didn't have time to look. So
yeah, Central's got to him pretty quick these first 3 plays. That means we will punt. Dunsey back to punt. Has all day to punt. It's kind of a line drive, and
perfect. That's
a good punt.
Worked out like a rugby style punt.
Be down at about the 16-yard line. So good punt by Chad after the Dragons go 3 and out.
Open that. The door.
What?
Got to get that air conditioner going, man. Got us boxed in.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, you can open that door, too.
Oh, I had that door open. And then somebody came up here looking for you, Schweiss.
As your little nephew or something.
I got my nephews in the house tonight. They're all trying to harass me. All right, so Central takes over here on the 16-yard line. 1st down and 10 with their first possession of the game.
And looks like the ref's talking to everybody out there. Here come the Rebels. First. Quarterback's going to throw a quick pass out to the right. Kind of threw it low, and Casey out there had to dive for it. So no gain.
They called that a completion.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that bounced like 2 yards in front of him.
I know.
But it didn't matter. It was at the line of scrimmage anyway. But either I'm blind or that was definitely not a completion.
2nd and 10 for the Rebels. Looks like they're going to pass again. Same play, but to the opposite side. And
nice tackle.
Good tackle by Logan Trollinger out here, one-on-one with number 7. That was Dawson Day. And 3rd and 10 coming up for the Rebels.
Yeah, that was a really good play. I mean, the whole design of that play was to get that kid one-on-one with Logan Trollinger, and Logan was having nothing of it. So good job there by that young sophomore.
Coach Mike over there, the ref was like, get back. Hopkins now in the backfield for the Rebels. They send him in motion out to the right. And it's a little pitch out to the right to number 5.
Nice
and
play.
Good play by is that Grant out there?
That's Grant Staffen.
Grant Staffen brought down the ball carrier, Gage Mannion. And that'll bring up a 4th and 10 for Park Hills.
They ran that wing right there, and then they ran that motion man out to the right side. It ended up being a double wing look and tried to outflank him to the outside, but Grant cut right underneath that outside wing, that motion man, and made the play.
Superstar Grant Staffen after last week.
He had a game. Pick 6 and PATs.
He could do it all.
Yep.
Do it all.
Central going to punt. Let's hope for a high snap here. He's going to punt it around the 1-yard line. And we have a whistle. Oh, delay of game. That'll back him up even more.
So we have very little offense here in the first part of this game. We've got both teams now punting from behind their original line of scrimmage. So 2 possessions and not much to speak of so far.
I don't think we've had a positive play yet.
I do not believe we have.
Oh. High snap, and he still gets it off, but that is a very short punt.
Wow.
Wow, that's going to be out of bounds.
10-yard punt.
25-yard line.
25?
Actually, no, 20.
It's going to be more than that.
Maybe.
Say this ref spot.
The 15. Wow.
Yeah, he barely got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, that was impressive, though, for him to even catch that ball, because that looked like it was going out the back of the end zone for sure.
Definitely wasn't where it needed to be.
Nah. Put him in at receiver. So the Dragons, amazing field position. After the 10-yard punt. 8:32 left to go in the first quarter. Dragons had the ball in the 15. Let's see if they can put it in the end zone. They need to capitalize right here. They come out. 2 receivers out to the right. Oh, got Central to jump off sides.
Good hard count.
Good hard count. Had like 4 of them jump.
Encroachment against Central. 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 5.
1st and 5 from the 10 now. As the Dragons looking to get on top. You want to call this one, though?
Let's see it. See a little handoff to the left. Still pushing.
Like
Darian Brown fighting hard to get those extra yards, but stuffed by a big wall.
Assisted by number 54, Evan Sidebottom.
Gain of none. No gain.
None yards.
None yards.
As John Madden used to say back in the day.
Gain of none.
You guys probably don't even know who John Madden is.
I don't know who John Madden is.
Oh,
just because of the video game.
Yeah.
He's
Madden,
on,
dude.
he's on there.
He's on the 07, I think.
He coaches the NFL Legends team on there.
He does.
2nd and 5. You guys ever hear him broadcast the game?
No.
Sounds like a good.
Geggs, she's just going to keep it out to the left. Good cut back. To the right. He picks up almost enough for first down. I don't think he got there.
It's a good project for next week in broadcasting class. Listen to the legendary John Madden.
Could.
He wrote a book, too. You can read the book.
So
I think it was 1 knee equals 2 feet or something like that.
Hey, maybe I'll look it up.
He was known for some some interesting sayings.
3rd and 2, Biggie package in. They're going to pitch it out to Brown on the right side. He puts his head down trying to get the first down.
Looks
He
like he's
did
gonna
get it. Brought down around the 5. Dragons will have a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The first down, it will be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Good pickup.
Yep. Good enough for a 1st down.
Caden says we sound okay, so.
Sound okay.
Yeah, I don't know if okay is a good thing or a bad thing, but I guess it's better than terrible.
Dragons going to send Brown out of motion to the left, and they're just going to hand it off up the middle. I'm not sure who that was. It might have been Ty.
I think.
Ty Brown.
Ty out of that fullback position in that power I formation. He looks like he got about maybe a half a yard.
Yeah.
Number 22, Ty Brown, tackled by number 54.
When you get down in the red zone against these guys, they really tighten it up and bring a lot of guys in the box and really challenge you to throw the ball. Fight for the yards if you want them, or throw it to the outside. That time they tried to run Darian on motion outside, try to attract some attention, but it did not work.
Dragons gonna Logan Geggs gonna keep it on the right side, try to get some yards, but nothing there. And it'll be a 3rd and goal now from the 5.
It's a big play coming up here, 3rd down and 4.
I would say you got to try pass right here. You think? Maybe a little
I'd
play
say based
action?
on what you've seen the first 2, looks like they're going to go away from their power I.
Yeah.
But based on the first 2 plays here of that sequence, I think you have to at least spread them out if you're going to run, as opposed to trying that formation where everybody's tucked in tight.
Dragons play clock down to 5.
Yeah,
they might not get this off.
They're going to have to burn a timeout here. Coach Wyke is.
Dragons have to burn an early timeout. They couldn't get to the ball.
Big play, though.
Yep.
That's, you don't ever like to use timeouts that early in the game, but when you got a play of this magnitude that early in the game, you need to make sure you got it right. So.
Yep.
While we got a timeout here, we're going to talk real quickly about the district standings.
With Dragons glitching out on us.
3-1. The teams that are that you see right now that are in the parentheses, those are the losses that each of the teams has faced. Nobody's undefeated in the district. Kennett's lost to Gosnell. That's a team in Arkansas, really solid team. That really handed it to Kennett, but they're still ranked number 1 in the district. Perryville comes in at number 2 with identical records to Kennett and St. John's. St. John's at number 3. Their lone loss is to Kennett, and then Park Hills is 4. So that's where the district standings lie. Conference standings, both Park Hills and St. John are currently 1-0 in conference play.
Let's see what Dragons do on
big
3rd and goal.
Gegg, Trollinger, and Brown in the backfield, and they're going to fake a handoff. Gegg's going to throw over the top to Bader. Looked like he might have got pushed a little bit, but no flag, and bring up 4th and goal.
Big decision here.
This is an interesting decision. Good kicker in Dunsey, but this close to the end zone, you really want to come away with 7 points if possible. So we'll see what Coach Wyke wants to do.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and
they're going to go for
call the play.
Here we go. Big play already in this first quarter with 5:34 left to go.
That's where you tell the players to push.
Ooh, they might have got central jump. Nope. Seven on the play clock. Dragons. Fakes a handoff. Geggs rolling out to his left. And he's going to be.
Get there.
Ball came out.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think Central recovered it on the 1.
It looked for sure he was going to get there.
I know.
And then this at the last minute, he got crunched by 2 people.
A little slow getting up there, Sauce.
Looked like number 1, Jake Casey, hit him pretty hard, popped the ball out.
Number 1, Jake Casey.
Dragons will turn it over.
Central will take over 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line.
Man, I thought for sure he was going to get in there.
Oh, we have a player down.
Who is that?
It's like a Central player, maybe.
No, that's a St. John player.
St. John?
I'm not sure who that was, but
See Coach White running over there real quick.
Engaged blocking in the back of the end zone there and trying to hold that block as long as he could, and he went down pretty hard. So I don't know who that is or if it's upper body or lower body, but looked like a pretty serious injury.
Hopefully he's all right.
Kenny Rapp listening from home, watching from his PC, it looks like. He doesn't get that smart TV technology out there where he lives in the boonies.
Is it just me or it's starting to mist? See some light rain, is there? I think I'm just seeing things.
I don't know.
I think you're seeing things. I think the windows just need to be washed maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
Trying to think who has gold cleats.
That'd be,
I know Chad does.
Chad.
I don't want to say that's Chad because I don't know, but
yeah.
Trying to find him on the sideline. No, Chad's on the sideline.
That's good.
Maybe.
I would venture to guess it's one of the receivers.
I would almost say Grant.
At that spot in the end zone.
No, I see Grant over there, I think.
We'll see. Let's not speculate, gentlemen. We don't want to get
Sorry.
anybody's parents all worked up for no reason if it's not their child. But he's moving and everything. It's probably nothing too major, but you never want to see a kid get injured, especially at this point in the season in a game like this.
Yeah.
Of this magnitude. So.
See, I didn't notice anybody was down until I saw Darian and Coach White sprint out there.
Well, as we wait for this injury timeout, we'll take you to a commercial break.
In 1963, Fleeg's Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business in St. Genevieve, where it remains to this day, selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler Turf, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey, and many more, helping with all your family and lawn needs. Service from the time you enter the door or pick up the phone is taken to heart.
At Fleeks Farm Equipment, we ask that you let our family
serve your family.
Go Dragons!
So it turns out on that play that was number 2, Chad Dunsey, down the back of the end zone. He is up, walking around now, though. So that's a good sign. Hopefully he's able to come back in a little bit. But Park Hills will have 1st and 10 from about the 6-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 for Central from their own 6-yard line.
Nailed it.
All right, I think we fixed our software issue too. So,
Dragon defense looking for a stop right here. Central's gonna hand it off. Oh, the ball came out and the Dragons got it.
Boy, that's big there.
I think they tried handing it off to Hopkins on the left side. I don't know. I kind of lost the quarterback. And the ball came out.
Tyler Jenkins with the forced fumble, it looked like.
So just like that, Dragons had the ball back right where they had it.
And the recovery, I think.
Did Tyler recover that?
Yeah, I think that was.
I think so. Tyler's been playing well of late. Last game he had a monster game. This game already got a fumble recovery. Let's see what the Dragons do here. Looks like they're going to stay with their formation of Gegg. Oh, now just Gegg and Brown in the backfield. They come out 2-by-2 with Trollinger and Bader on the bottom of your screen. Boyer and somebody on the top. They hand off to Darian up the middle, and he is in for a Dragons touchdown. There you go. Good blocking up front and a good cutback by Darian.
They just got that ball and shoved it right in the end zone.
I know. Straight up the middle.
There was no time to waste. Extra point here. Looks like we might have a good old Grant Staffing kicking this one.
That's my boy.
See what he can do.
He told me earlier in school he's not nervous anymore. Kick is up. Low line drive kick, but it goes in. Dragons go up 7-0 in the first.
Well, that's a big score right there,
yeah.
because I know talking to the coaches, they were really, I don't want to say they were nervous, but they were excited to get the game underway, and they really thought that setting the tempo early was going to be an important part of this game. So coming out early, getting that good kickoff return, even though they didn't get anything on that first drive, it really changed field position. Punt, pinned them back pretty deep, turnover, now touchdown. So overall, pretty good start for St. John.
Back to kick for the Dragons will be number 4, Logan Gegg, as Dunsy's out right now. What's going on? Our camera's blinking. We're flashing in and out.
We're good on the stream. I have no idea what's going on in there.
As long as you don't lose it all, hey.
We're still green.
Green is good. Green is good. Gegg back to kick off for the Dragons. High kick to the right side, and it bounces out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. Dragons defense so far this game has done a good job. Rebels really haven't had anything. Our defensive line's doing a great job up front.
Yeah, neither offense has really established anything so far.
Nope.
Probably got about a total of about 37 yards between the two teams, almost the full quarter in. Actually, that's probably an overstatement, because if you count the negative plays, might be more like 17.
Dragons defense. First and 10 for the Rebels, and they hand it off to the left side. Number 5, Gage Mannion.
Got to give a shout out to our boy Gabe Grimminger, who's down in at Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
In Oxford, Mississippi, I believe, watching the game. So shout out to him, as he obviously wants to see his alma mater do well against his former rival.
The score is 7-0.
Yep.
I can't get to the
We can't really get to the scoreboard right now. I don't know what is going on. Hey, it's back.
We good?
We got an officials timeout for a water
anyway.
break. Water breaks here. It's really a nice evening out here.
It really is nice, except for the fact that we got these windows closed, and it's kind of stuffy, but. All right, we're back. Our screen's back.
Yeah.
That's good. So now we'll try something else and see if we can screw it up. All right. We want to thank Drury Outdoors for their support. We want to thank Barley Automotive, Potential Therapy, as well as Wholesome, our sponsors this year. We appreciate all that they do in allowing us to bring this to you, giving us the funds necessary to get this equipment and have the capability to do this for you. So we're happy to be here, and we're happy for them to be sponsoring us. Thank you very much.
Got the whole crew. Park Hills picked up probably a yard on that play. Come to a 2nd and 9. Got Dunsey over there on the sideline jogging, getting ready. Rebels. Hopkins in the backfield with Mannion. Casey is a wide receiver. They fake a handoff, and they're going to get Casey on the right side. He came in motion, and good tackle by Devin Bader. But Jake Casey for the Rebels picks up about 13 on the play, enough for a first down.
There was no contain over there on that side. I'm not sure whose responsibility it was in that particular defensive set, but that was a blown assignment by someone.
Rebels come to 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. And they're going to hand it off to number 13 on the right side. Good tackle. I don't know who got there. I think it was 21 Kobe Hatfield. Flew up from the linebacker spot. Picks up about 2 yards on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 8.
Beat Jeremy Jones on that run.
Jeremy Jones.
Wonder if how Ole Miss is doing this year. Gabe, if you can give us an update on Ole Miss, I'd be interested to hear.
Yeah,
he's down there with Trevor Drury, the old voice of the Dragons, before Derek Morgenthaler stepped into the role after graduation.
As Park Hill's going to fake a couple handoffs. Quarterback's going to throw out here in the flats. Number 5, Gage Mannion. And he fights for a 1st down. Looked like Bryce Strolinger is trying to strip the ball out, but Mannion did a good job holding on.
Yeah, Keene had the guy wrapped up, and I think it was actually Grant that was trying to steal the ball there.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
But good, smart play. Guy was wrapped up. He was going to go down, try to force that turnover.
Central comes to the ball. Casey on the top of your screen out wide. Mannion and Jones in the backfield. They're going to, quarterback drops back to pass, going to throw over the top. See if Brady can break it up, and good job by Brady.
Defense turned into offense, and offense turned into defense on that play.
Central guy jumped up and grabbed his whole helmet.
He had steps on Brady there, but he underthrew him a little bit.
Yep.
And Brady was able to run underneath it, and then the defender or the offender had to become the defender and step in and break up the play. But pretty good coverage there by Brady.
Yeah, he did a good job closing the gap, getting there right when the ball got there. Bring up 2nd and 10. For the Rebels.
61 viewers here in the first quarter.
Let us know how we're doing.
Let us know how we're doing.
So Rebels come out and trips right.
Shotgun.
Casey Jones and Manning on top of the screen. Quarterback's going to roll out. Oh, he pitches it to the middle to Hopkins. And Hopkins is going to break free and score a Rebels touchdown.
It was a well-designed play there, but it was complicated by a couple very poor angles by St. John tacklers.
Yeah, they had our whole right side of our defense flowing to the left.
Yeah, a little shovel pass. Basically, they blocked it like a screen pass and got about 8 to 10 yards just based on play design, and then after that it was just poor tackling by St. John as they took several poor angles, probably underestimating the speed of Hopkins. He doesn't look like he'd be that quick,
fast.
but he is fast, and he's definitely a load to bring down in the open field, but I don't think anybody touched him.
And the extra point for the Rebels is good, and that will tie our game at 7 with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
We got a good one here, 7-7 ball game. I don't think anybody expected anything different here tonight.
Nope.
Everybody knew coming into this game this was going to be a hard-fought physical game, and it was going to come down to which offense could establish itself. And so far, both of the offenses have had some struggles, but Central looked like it kind of found its footing there. So we'll see if St. John's offense can match it here, this possession.
Brown and Trollinger back to receive. No, you got this one.
We got this. Justin Bridges to kick off for Park Hills. Got Darian and Logan Trollinger back there.
1, 2, 3. Like Park Hills had one too many people out there.
Looks like there's only 9 out there.
Now there's
right
only 9. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're good. I didn't count the kicker. Short kick. Grant Staffen lowers his shoulder. And
Good job.
Just brought down around the 40 by number 13. I think that was Jones.
Yeah, nice job there. They tried to keep it away from Darien, so they kicked it short, and Grant just took it and got what he could, put his head down, and ended up really good field position again. Last time they were 45 kicking to Darien. Now they're at the 41 after kicking to Grant. So it's kind of a danged if you do, danged if you don't. See how I cleaned that up?
Yeah, that was nice. That was real nice.
Kept it PG.
Looks like Dunsy's coming into the game. Not sure who will be at quarterback or receiver. Logan Gegg in there. Looks like Dunsy's going to be out here at receiver to start. Gegg, Trollinger, and Brown in the backfield. Bader, Dunsy at the bottom of your screen. Out wide. Gegg's going to fake a handoff, keep it on the right side. Pretty good gain of about 4 yards. Brought down right around the 45-yard line. Will Hopkins on the tackle.
Game 4 will make it 2nd and 6.
See if the Dragons can keep going. Come out in that same formation. Direct snap to Darian Brown this time on the left, and he's hit initially around the line, maybe picks up a yard.
Boy, they're really going to try to strip that ball. A lot of hands in there. Did they call it?
He ended up picking up about 2 on that play.
Central was acting like they came away with the ball. But
I know. that guy was fired up out there. He's getting the crowd into it, Schweiss.
He's here for the glory.
Big play here, 3rd and 5, right near midfield.
Direct snap to Brown on the left side, trying to get outside. And he's going to have
some
enough
room.
for a first down and more. Brown jukes out another guy on the sideline, and he's finally pushed out at about the 28-yard
Good
line.
run by Darian Brown.
Yeah, he hit the outside and just took off.
Yeah, he's got another gear once he gets to the outside and has some space in front of him.
Dragons big pickup on the play.
He's not incredibly fast, but he's very quick on his feet.
Yeah. Dragons 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 29. Snap to Gegg this time, rolling out to his right. He's got a guy on him, and he puts his head down, puts a hit on somebody, and he's still pushing forward all the way almost to the 20-yard line.
That is a hard run right there by Logan Gegg.
I thought Bader slipping out there was Gegg, and I was ready to say he's going all the way.
Oh, I know. At the end of the play, Devin Bader emerged from the pile of people, and I was like, oh. Good pickup, about 8 yards on that play from Gegg. Good hard run.
Yeah, it's nice to see him establishing a run game, too. You see it on the outside.
Oh, we got a central guy to jump. Same guy.
I didn't think they'd be able to run on the outside against these guys, and so far that's the only place they've had success. Coach Jones, who's the defensive coordinator over here, does a really good job of setting the edge and really forcing teams inside. And when you beat them, you got to kind of beat them the hard way and sludge up the middle. But we've been able to get outside here the last couple times.
Direct snap to Brown, trying to get to the right side, cuts it back across the middle, and he's going to pick up about probably 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, good hard runs. Lions starting to establish themselves a little bit here, and the running backs are really doing a good job of putting their head down and getting a couple extra yards after contact.
Just got to keep it up for 4 quarters. How much time's left now?
Got rolling on 35 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of got a bad angle here. Derek and I can't really see the scoreboard.
Might have to stand up,
Ball's going to be on 12.
Darian Brown, direct snap to him, cuts it back to the left side, tries to cut it back up the middle again, and he's still moving, but he's going to pick up about 3-4 yards.
Yeah, he's going to be close to first down, about 2
Yeah.
yards short, 3 yards short.
See where they.
Like you said, he's pretty quick on his feet. Showed it on that play. He's able to pick up a couple. Bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Dragons. Snap back to Gegg on the left side. Puts his head down. He's going to be short of a first down.
He's going to be about a yard and a half
Yep.
short. Short is what I tried to say there.
Short.
And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter with the score 7-7. And Dragons knocking on the door with an important 4th and 1 to go. Oh, Trevor's watching too down in Oxford. Look at you guys. Ole Miss is having a great season so far, looking for a big win tomorrow. LT looks like
him on the field.
Who's LT?
Logan Challenger.
They cousins?
I'll ask him.
They have the same. They shared the same number, I guess. That's what he's mentioning.
Yes.
Glory days are over, Gabe. It's time to move on, buddy. All right. At this point, we'd like to bring you an ad here from Drury Outdoors.
Instinct is a powerful force. A whitetail assesses the world in ways we can only imagine, and nature will dictate the routine. So we become humble students of this creature, evaluating its every move, hoping we can be in the right place at just the right time. Well, stop guessing and start thinking like a whitetail. Utilize the science behind nature and instinct to forecast their patterns to determine deer movement before it happens. No matter where you hunt or where the next adventure takes you, get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
All right, and we're back.
We are back for this huge 4th down play to start the second quarter. Gegg and Brown in the backfield. And direct snap to Brown up the middle, and he's not going to get the first down. That was a good job by the Rebels defense right there. That kid is hyped up.
He is on another level.
Super Bowl out here. No data. What's that mean, Choice?
I don't know. I hope we're still on. We are still on. I'm not sure what
Okay.
that's all about.
All right. Well, if we ever go out, just let us know, peep.
Yeah, keep us up to date. We got some goofy messages going on here. But so far so good on the YouTube aspect of it. So not sure what's going on the other side, but
So the Park Hills Rebels will take over from their own 9-yard line after the Dragons turn it over on downs. And they're going to give the ball to number 7 out here on the right side. Cuts it back. Oh, he's still on his feet. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
man.
Couple missed tackles by St. Genevieve out here on the sideline, and he breaks it.
Is that a penalty back there?
There is a flag.
There is a flag back there at the 11-yard line, on the sideline. Yeah, the tackling for St. Jen's going to have to improve here. That's 2 plays in a row where they
Yeah, somebody just went in with their shoulder pad and didn't use their arms to wrap up.
they got some guys with speed on the outside, that's for sure.
Yeah, they do.
Let's get this penalty. That
That's a
feeling's
big
going to come back.
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance to the goal, so they're going to be on about the 5-yard line.
St. John catches a break.
That is a big break. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 5 for Central.
Very big, good play by them, but
Luckily, got called back.
yes.
So far, Central's been able to get outside pretty. Going to be a hold against Park Hills. They'll have the ball at the 5 now. Now status streaming data is good.
All right, here we go.
Rebels have 2 receivers out wide. And they're just going to hand it off on the right
Nice
side.
play.
Good job by Tyler Jenkins. They finally blow it dead. It'd be a loss of about, I'd say, a yard or two. Good job by Tyler Jenkins there.
Not sure if that was a broken play or what.
I don't know.
It almost looked like an option, but there was no option back.
Yeah, there's just a lineman out here. Bring up 2nd and 15 for Park Hills.
Well, they really tighten down their splits now. They're foot to foot.
Oh, yeah. Snaps the quarterback. He's going to hand it off to the left, and not much there. Good job by the Dragons defense.
Yeah, good play there by, looked like Isaac Boyd was in there, and Ty Brown was the one who actually made the tackle, I believe, but Isaac had things plugged up.
Number 76 tonight. What's he usually, 44?
44.
Yep.
44? Feels kind of weird, Trice. We're just sitting in here chilling. We're used to standing up.
Yeah, we got hooked up.
I
We got like the
know.
luxury suite.
We got carpet in here.
I know.
Usually we're the bottom of the run guys because we have the least amount of experience. But
they think
Coach
we have
Bradley
the most
from
experience.
Park Hills must like us or something. He gave us the royal treatment.
Maybe they watch our videos.
Timeout taken by Central.
Central takes a timeout here. And our status is good.
We got it figured out, I think.
All right.
I hope. I say that now, I'll break.
Better quit saying it.
For all you Cardinal fans out there.
I was just getting ready to look at it.
I just looked it up.
What's
You
the score,
want to
buddy?
break the news? You want me to?
No, is it that bad?
Well, it's the end of the first, and the Cardinals are winning 1-0.
Oh, that's good. I thought the way you said it was going to be bad news. Wayno pitching tonight?
Yeah. I believe so. Let me look. Cardinals. No, John Gant.
John Gant. Oh, against Bumgardner, too.
Yep. It looks like
Got an early run there.
Carpenter had a hit. He ended up scoring on an Ozuna hit.
Ozuna's been playing really
I
well
know.
lately. I think he was
Then-
playing hurt for the majority of the season. All right, we're getting ready to start again. Let's get back
Oh, yeah.
to the football
Whoops. Central's quarterback rolls out to his left. He's going to throw for number, not sure what number that was out there. Number 1, Jake Casey. And now we're bringing up a 4th and long. A punt coming for the Rebels. The last punt, the snap was really high. You get a high snap here. Could be good for the Dragons. Yeah, Schweiss, was this your gum over here? Meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, you want a piece?
No, we already took pieces. I'm guessing that's your Tootsie Pop too, huh?
Well, that was a big swing there. That 90-yard touchdown run called back, and now they're going to have to punt from the back of their own end zone.
Good.
Oh,
Oh,
fumbled
the punter dropped it,
Oh.
and Tyler Jenkins almost got there.
Oh, get it. Get it.
Darian Brown lets it go. It almost hit him. I thought he was going to pick it up and run to the right side. He might have had something.
It's one of those situations you're almost better off just sliding down and getting it. At least you don't give up that roll. That was a big bounce there. That bounced about 20 yards.
Dragons will take over around the 42-yard line. Hey, don't get tired.
We got no data again.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean, we're still going, right?
It says we're going. If we're not, I'm sure we'll
Well,
have
if we're,
people tell us.
if we're not, let us know.
Good one. All right. Looks like we're back to our base offensive formation. Chad's back in the game. That's good to see.
Let's go. Central got a jump. Oh, no call.
Got back
Looked
in
he's a
time.
little lower.
Yeah, we've had him jumping all night.
Twice can you lift your foot?
Snap back to Dunsey. Good snap. Hand out to Brown on the right side. He's hit immediately by a Central defender. Cameron Friend on the tackle for the Rebels. Loss of 2 on the play. Our O-line got pushed back pretty good on that one.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams hold up as this game goes on. It's going to be a really physical game. Both teams use a lot of bodies. Right now the defenses have the edge, but we'll see who wears down sooner.
Dragons come out 2-by-2. Bader and Staffen on top of the screen. Boyer and Trollinger on the bottom. Fake handoff to Brown. Dunsey looking to throw over the top. He's got Brady Boyer.
Brady stopped at the top of that route, and if he would have kept going, that ball would have been right where he was.
Brady knows it too. It's all right. Bring up 3rd and 12 for the Dragons.
This crowd over here looks a little nervous, don't they?
I know.
Not doing much.
I'd be too.
Kind of the way it felt. The Valley game felt the same way when you were sitting on the. When we were on the Valley side because of the press box.
Just a feeling of uneasiness.
Yeah, a lot of people sitting on their hands over here.
Dunsey looking to throw. He's getting rushed by about 2 guys. Good screen out here to Darian, and
not a whole lot of blockers out there in front of him.
Central guy pushes him out.
Yeah, they sniffed that out.
Yeah.
Good play, defensive end, rushed, and that outside linebacker looked like he was going in to rush also. It looked like it was set up good, and that linebacker dropped off.
That was Hopkins. Pushed Darian out of bounds. So now the Dragons will punt. Maybe we'll see a nice fake here. Dunsey, a high punt on the right side.
Whoa.
And that's going to bounce out of bounds at the 35. It almost hit Grant.
I was going to say, I thought it was going to hit him in the head for a minute.
I lost that one in the light.
All right, so Central's going to take over about the 34-yard line, their own 34-yard line. So long field to go for them.
How much time's left?
8:31 left to go here in the first half, and score 7-7.
I feel like this has been a really slow-moving game so far. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's just you.
Park Hill's going to hand it off to one of the tailbacks, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. Gage Mannion on the carry.
It's hard to see their numbers when they
know.
line up so tight. It's hard to know. They got those backs. They use about 3 different guys, and they line up foot to foot like that in those formations, and everybody's a big cluster. Now they spread it out a little bit.
Yep, spreading it out this time. Trips right. Mannion, Jones, and Casey from top to bottom, and on the other side you got Hopkins.
Looks like they're
going to call a timeout here. A little confusion.
Looks like they had him outnumbered over here on the 3 receiver side. I'm surprised they didn't try to run some sort of quick pass out there, bubble or something. Get one of those guys isolated in space. So we got a good game so far.
Yep.
Very good game. Very competitive.
Defense is playing great.
Yeah, teams are playing well. Teams are playing hard. So nothing less than we would have expected coming into tonight's game.
Central will be facing a 2nd and 9 from about the 35-yard line. They come out in that same formation. Inside receivers playing more towards the quarterback. He's going to drop back and throw. Throws it up over the middle. Keen in coverage, and he just overthrew. Number 7. Did King get his hand on that pass?
I don't think he did, but he had really good coverage and didn't
Yeah.
give that receiver any room at all to get his arms extended and make that play. Really forced that receiver to the outside. Pretty good ball, though.
Yeah.
That was a good ball.
Quarterback took a hit, too, as he threw it. Bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Rebels.
7:43 left on the clock. Need 3rd and 9.
Maybe a little more confusion from Park Hills. They snap it. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to throw out here, and that's going to be caught by number 1, Jake Casey. Pick up a first down. Man.
Well executed play there.
Yeah.
Quick, about a 15-yard out route. That's not an easy play for high school kids. Not an easy throw for the quarterback and tough route for the receiver, and they executed very well. So well done there by Park Hills.
Going to bring the ball out to about the 46-yard line. Park Hills, Hopkins, and Manning in the backfield. Handed off to Manning on the left side. He cuts back to his right, breaks a tackle,
Again.
and he picks up a first down.
He's a good runner.
He's not very large, but he sure is shifty and elusive. They're going to have to do a much better job wrapping up if they want to stay in this game.
It's like Vaughn comes in for the Dragons. Give Hale a break.
Yeah, they shuttle those interior line defensive linemen in quite a bit.
And Hopkins this time with a strong run on the right side. And he picks up a first down.
They are not going to be able to tackle that young man with the arms.
Shout out to Coach K or Mr. Kryler, Brock Kryler. He said, let's go Dragons. Central, another first down, brings up 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Hopkins on the right. Strong runner, and he might have enough for another first down. Yeah, I think he will. It's 3 first downs in a row for Park Hill Central.
You got Summer Martin saying hi. Yes, this is away. Caden Buat says GOAT. I think he was referring to Derek Morgenthaler.
GOAT?
Yeah.
Hey.
You're the GOAT, greatest of all time. I'm implying that
I don't
he
know
was
about
talking
that.
about you. As Park Hills has 1st and 10 here from the 22-yard line. Chase Stevenson's watching with his
And
popcorn.
I think they just had a false start. Yep, false start against the Rebels. Moving back 5.
.608 left on the second quarter.
What you think, Noah?
What do I think?
Yeah.
See here, I think Dragons definitely have the capability of stopping them right here, but Central's been trucking down the field.
No. And they're going to look to keep it up. And, looks like a rough tackle. Somebody was in the air.
Okay, he like crowd surfed, it looked like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a body slam.
Hey, you guys can get your 50-50 tickets out here. Got the ticket lady.
Ty's got a lot of tackles here early in this game tonight. He's been one of the sure tacklers on the team, but the rest of the guys are going to have to step up and start using their arms.
What is it? 2nd and 12 for Park Hills. 5:20 to go here in the first half. I formation, they're going to send a man in motion. And they're going to pitch it out here to Jones. Cuts it back in the middle, and he's brought down. Flag comes in late.
Boy, that came from way back. Probably a hold.
Yeah.
Middle of the line.
He threw that flag from the end zone.
Yeah, he was almost on the back line there.
I know. I will be holding against the Rebels.
Yeah, usually you see that holding call come in from the umpire,
No.
which is behind the play. He threw it all the way from the back.
That'll move him back again. So that'll now bring up a 2nd and 16 for Park Hills after the penalty.
Having some issues with where they want to spot this
Yeah,
ball.
I know.
This is what?
Yeah.
Bringing back images of the Valley game. Wasn't it?
I know.
It's like there was a huddle every
That
time.
was brutal.
Nobody ever knew when they were where they were supposed to spot the ball.
You just take what it was, subtract it by 5.
Who knows? Coach White jumping on the sideline, trying to get somebody to move out, and Central runs it on the right side.
Again, missed tackles.
Yep. That was Manning on the carry. Picks up about 6 yards. Brings it down to about 3rd and, say, 12. Big play here for both sides.
Got 4:25 left. Got 13 yards to go for the first down. Ball's on 24.
Hopkins is out here on the bottom. Looks like he's going to be doubled. And they're going to look to throw to him. And he throws it up. Oh, Darian slipped, and that's going to be caught by Hopkins in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, they had him doubled. He faked the post and then went to the flag route to the corner of the end zone. Good route there by Hopkins. Good throw by the quarterback. Darian lost his footing because he was faked out by the route. So
yep.
Good execution there by Central. 13-7 score.
Twice this thing got right in the way.
We had that trouble last year.
It was right. I moved it to compensate, but it was right there.
That's all right. It happens.
Happens, dude.
It wasn't our touchdown. We're good.
Park Hills. Number 27 out to kick the PAT. It's up and good.
So Justin Bridges tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-7 game with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Second quarter, Noah. Remember what you were supposed to remind me of?
Scoreboard?
Second quarter.
Sorry, everybody.
Quarter changes.
Dragons defense has been doing a pretty good job up until that drive. Park Hills found some running room, and they had a couple penalties, but Hopkins ran a nice route, and they got into the end zone. See if the Dragons can answer that before halftime, because Park Hills will get the ball coming out to start the third quarter.
Yeah, this is going to be a big possession here. See how St. John answers, if they can at least control the ball and get it, work that clock down a little bit, maybe get some yards, couple first downs, keep Central off the scoreboard for sure before halftime. Keep the game one-score game at least if they're not able to tie the game.
Going to be a kick, and that's going to go through the end zone. Strong kick.
I wonder why they didn't make a better effort to field that ball the way they've been doing on their kick returns.
Maybe they thought it was too far. St. John will have the ball on the 20-yard line to start this drive. Hope they can get something going here before the half. Looks like Geggs in at quarterback with Brown next to him. Dunsey and Boyer out here on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, I look for him to try to run the ball here.
And direct snap to Darian, takes it up the middle and picks up about 5 yards.
It's a good gain on first down. They still got the 4 receiver look, but they got their 2 runners in the backfield, so gives them a little bit of a dual threat, but at the same time, with Central playing to defend against the big play at this point in the half, you should have a little more opening on the inside for these inside runs.
Now Gegg is in the backfield with Brown and Trollinger. Dunsey and Bader on the bottom of your screen. Another direct snap to Brown. Takes off along the right side.
Good spin move.
Couple good spins, and he picks up a first down. Gain of about 8 on the play. It's a good hard run.
I think he wants to score before this half's over.
How much time's left, Noah?
We got 3:33.
3:33, plenty of time.
Real good spin by Darian.
Dragons come out in that same formation. Dunsey and Bader out wide, trying to get him to jump. Didn't work. Geggs in her drop back and pass, looking to pass anyway.
Oh, there he is.
Throws it out here to Dunsey. Jukes out Hopkins, but Hopkins does a good job recovering. Hits Chad in the knees, and he falls down right around the first down.
That was a nice play there by Logan, and good job by Chad just sitting there and waiting.
Yep.
His defender came up to try to make the tackle on Logan, and Chad just sat there, waited, and Logan found him at the last minute.
Good pickup for St. Genevieve. 2nd and 1 from about the 44-yard line. Direct snap to Brown. Cuts it back inside, and he's still going out across midfield. Wow.
He balled right up there, dude.
Yeah. Somebody hit him, gave him a little speed burst, and he's out to about the opposite 45.
It's like Mario Kart.
I know.
Mushroom.
That's good. That is good.
Still play that, Schweiss?
Mario Kart?
Yeah, you still hop
every
on
once
the
in a while for old time's sake.
You get on the Wii and play that?
Yeah, when I'm not playing Fortnite.
Already got the Schweiss is a big Fortnite.
I haven't played Fortnite in a while. I got a new Spider-Man game.
Oh, big time in it.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
we're going to bring you a message here from Barley Automotive.
From our Fortnite.
Barley Automotive. Did you guys know Barley Automotive has been serving the community since 1944? And Barley Automotive has such great service and such great sales. Did you know they also sell Chevy, GMC, and Buick cars? Why'd you come on down?
Bryce Barley, Matty Hushstetter, and Alex DeRouche. We're in the 2018 Denali truck right now. Great for hauling everything. Come on down to Barley Automotives, get a glimpse of it, and maybe get the tour it. Peace.
Wow. Real nice.
This is a Buick Regal here. I'm here with my family here. This is a great family view. Come on down to Barley Automotive. Scott Barley will talk to you about it. Come get some good deals on it.
From our family to yours.
All right, we are back.
We want to thank Scott Barley and Barley Automotive for everything they do for us. Anytime we're in a pickle, they always kind of help us out. So, Scott, if you're listening tonight, thank you for all you do for our kids up at St. John High School.
Dragons have a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Gegg rolling out to his left. He's going to keep this one. Good hard run out. Ooh. Helmet came off. Ooh.
Man, he took a forearm.
From the side.
Yeah, a forearm to the helmet. I'm
He's
surprised that
step out for a play.
Wasn't called. He.
So Jesse Kemper will come in. He only picked up about 3 yards on that play, but Logan does a good job of just hitting the whole heart and putting his head down.
So Chad will take this snap as Logan had to come out because of his helmet. So we'll see if they want to try to air it out here with the throwing quarterback in the game, or if they want to keep to the ground as they've been having some success here at this possession.
Throw it up to Bader.
Got Logan Trollinger in the backfield now.
Dunsey rolling out, looking. He's got Devin Bader.
There it
and
is.
a good catch.
Oh,
incomplete. Oh, I thought he caught it.
I think he had it.
Looked like it was right in his hands. And he was kind of dove toward the sideline, maybe slid a little bit.
Minute 53 left. second quarter.
3rd and 7, probably 4 down territory. I don't know. If you don't get any yards here, it'd be a tough decision. You could punt them and pin them deep, or you could go for it on 4th and 7. So
if it's a close 4th and 2, you got to. But
yeah, if they get down to the 40-yard line, it's a no-brainer. But
we'll see. 10 on the play clock.
I think they'll probably try to run, get maybe half the yardage here, and
Geg's going to keep it up the middle, and he does pick up about
there
3.
he is, right at the 40. So that's going to bring up about a 4th and 4. Minute 40 seconds, clock's running. I'm assuming that St. John will probably let this clock run down as far as they can. That way, if they don't get this first down, it leaves less time on the clock for Central.
4th and 4 exact.
But if they get a first down, that'll stop the clock, and they'll still have about a minute left from inside the 35-yard line. So
are they lined up in there?
They're kind of in a pooch punt. I guess they are.
They are going to punt it.
So we'll see what happens here. Good bounce, good punt. Let it go. Don't even touch it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let them blow it dead.
And they'll be down around the 5-yard line. So they do punt it away.
So
40.
That was a good possession there by St. John. They ate a lot of clock. They moved the ball. They didn't do anything to put themselves in a bad spot. They put Central back way deep in their own end. And I would think that Central's going to be content here, running maybe a couple inside run plays and taking this into halftime with a 14-7 lead.
Just don't let them break one.
Yeah, got to tackle. Little surprised they didn't go for it there, but I understand you don't want to go into the halftime down by 2 scores. So probably a pretty safe and wise decision by Coach Weick.
It's been a long second quarter.
Park Hill's probably just going to run. And they will not get anything, really. Good job by the D-line of the Dragons.
Yeah, they've got to be considering just taking a knee here. You know, if you run a play, fumble the ball, put St. John in a really good position here. So with this field position, I would be surprised if they ran another play from scrimmage.
Clayton Vaughn looks massive from right here.
He's pretty big. 6'6", about 275, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Looks like they are going to run a play. Probably be another inside run play, I would think.
Just letting that clock run down. Yep, it's a run play to the right side with Hopkins. He breaks a couple tackles, and he's out across the 10.
And that'll be the last play of the first half, as there's about 14 seconds left to go. At halftime, we'll try to track down some stats for you from Coach Kraft, who does a good job with our live stats. And we go into halftime with the scores: Central 14, St. Genevieve 7. So we will be back with you in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, we will let you take in the Central Marching Band.
Instinct is a powerful force. A whitetail assesses the world in ways we can only imagine, and nature will dictate the routine. So we become humble students of this creature, evaluating its every move, hoping we can be in the right place at just the right time. Well, stop guessing and start thinking like a whitetail. Utilize the science behind nature and instinct to forecast their patterns to determine deer movement before it happens. No matter where you hunt or where the next adventure takes you, get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
Barley Automotive. Did you guys know Barley Automotive has been serving the community since 1944? And Barley Automotive has such great service and such great sales. Did you know they also sell Chevy, GMC, and Buick cars? Why'd you come on down?
Bryce Barley, Matty Hushstetter, and Alex DeRouche. We're in the 2018 Denali truck right now. Great for hauling everything. Come on down to Barley Automotives, get a glimpse of it, and maybe get to tour it. Peace.
Wow. Real nice.
This is a Buick Regal here. I'm here with my family here. This is a great family view. Come on down to Barley Automotive. Scott Barley will talk to you about it. Come get some good deals on it.
From our family to yours.
In 1963, Fleeg's Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business in St. Genevieve, where it remains to this day, selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler Turf, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey, and many more, helping with all your family and lawn needs. Service from the time you enter the door or pick up the phone is taken to heart.
At Fleeks Farm Equipment, we ask that you let our family
serve your family.
Go Dragons!
Welcome back, everybody. About to get this second half of football going.
Good little halftime show. Say, those concessions are way more packed than what
looks like
ours are at home.
Well, they move a little slower than ours do, too. Got 2 windows instead of 5 people working. But we are getting ready to get underway. Chad Dunsey's going to kick off, and Central's going to receive to start this second half. In that first half, pretty even game offensively. 8 first downs for St. John, 9 first downs for Park Hills. 89 rushing yards for St. John, only 49 rushing yards for Central. But passing, St. John only 9 yards. Central 87 yards. Park Hills had 1 fumble deep in their own territory that St. John capitalized on, and that's how they got their score. Darian Brown, the leading offensive player for St. John, 12 carries, 64 yards. Logan Geck has 8 carries, 25 yards. And for Central, their key player, as expected, is Will Hopkins, who has 2 carries for 62 yards.
Chad kicks it off deep to start this second half. Going to be
just
out of
bounds.
bounds.
That's a big no-no.
No.
Not the way you want to start. Give them pretty good field position out there on the 35-yard line.
Dragons defense tonight has played pretty good. Just a couple missed tackles so far, and then the Hopkins receiving touchdown. One of our guys kind of slipped. But other than that, they played pretty good.
Pretty well.
Pretty
well.
well.
Dr. O'Brien would not be impressed with that use of the word good.
He would be very mad at me. Park Hills are coming to the football on the 30-yard line.
All right, 14-7. Here we go. First play from scrimmage, the second half.
Quarterback's going to throw out here to number 7 and going to be pushed out of bounds by number 14, Brady Boyer. That was number 7, Dawson Day, out here on the left side.
Want to give a shout out to all the people that are involved in our student broadcast. This is 100% student produced, and we got a lot of kids in class that do a tremendous job. Obviously, Derek and Noah up here with me tonight. Brady Boyer and Chad Dunsey out there on the field tonight. They get all the software and everything going. I'll give some more here in a minute.
Rebels come to the football, 2nd and 4. Quarterback hands it off up the middle to Manning, I believe. And not going to get much on that play. I think he might have got a yard.
Also to the girls in class that do a good job with our social media updating and setting up links and all that kind of stuff. Taylor Matthews, Shauna Wortman, Macy Manshak, Riley Hook.
Can't forget Maddie Huffstetter.
Maddie Huffstetter. Yeah. You're right. I would have got in trouble if I would have forgot her.
I was talking to her down there.
Bring away 3rd and short for Park Hills. St. John might blitz. They're going to pitch it out here to Hopkins. Good job by Austin. He got off a guy, but Hopkins barrels down to about the 47-yard line.
Boy, he puts his head down and runs, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's not scared of anybody.
First down for Central.
We also got our graphics crew, Alex DeRouche, Kevin Slinker, Tyler Jenkins, Matt Hook.
Can't forget Nolan Klump.
Nolan Klump does a lot with our video editing and so forth, with our highlights. Grant Staffen also does some of that stuff. Devin Bader.
Yeah, as Park Hills pitches out to Hopkins on the right side, cuts it back at the middle. Hard run again, picks up about 8. And Rebels moving the ball very quickly to start this second half.
Yeah, he's very decisive with his cutting. He just puts his foot down on the ground and he goes straight north and south. He don't see a lot of side-to-side action with him.
Second and about 2 from the 45-yard line. Central has Casey out wide, Hopkins and Mannion in the backfield. Quarterback's going to drop back and pass. Well, he's looking to pass, rolling out to his left.
He's
He's
got all
going to air it
day.
out. Oh, this should be picked off. Brady Boyer picks it off around the 10-yard line before he's brought down.
He got one.
He got one.
He missed several last week, but he got one today.
He got one.
Number 14, Brady Boyer.
Maybe that will give him the green light to go ahead and get more.
Yeah, that was
Finally get the first
questionable
one
there.
over with.
He had all day to throw that
I know.
ball, and
He threw it way too far.
down into about triple coverage.
I think he probably could have tucked it and ran out on the sideline.
Lynn Phelps gives us a shout-out from Southern California. You know, this may be the only night of the year where the weather in Southern California is not as nice as it is in Missouri.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful night out there. It's about 67 degrees out there, and it is clear as the day is long. Beautiful.
Dragons come to the football at around the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. Dunsey and Brown in the backfield. Your receivers, Trollinger, Boyer. They're going to fake a hand off to Brown, throw out to Brady. Boyer just had that pick. Trying to get outside.
Hey.
He does. And he's still running out of bounds around the 35. Nice little quick throw from
Big
Dunsey.
play there. Defender tried to go high on that tackle, and Brady slipped it and got to the outside. Got a big gain, about 22 yards.
Brady can break tackles. He's a pretty strong kid.
Don't tell him that.
I know. Maybe he won't listen to
We
that
got to
part.
hear about it on Monday if you say that.
He's Marshawn Lynch. Nice.
He's Marshawn out there.
Give him some Skittles.
Dragons big pickup on first down. Come out in the same formation. Snap back to Dunsey, looking to his left again for Boyer again on the left side, and that's a pickup of about 6 yards.
This is going to put some pressure on that defense at Central. Just those quick little passes to the outside that'll force those outside linebackers and those defensive ends to not be so aggressive. And hopefully we'll open up some stuff on the inside with the running game.
Speaking of Marshawn Lynch, see that jersey out there, Derek?
Yeah, I see that. Beast mode.
The old Seahawks.
Dragons moving the ball pretty quickly. 2nd and 4. Dunsey going to pass again, rolling out to his right.
That screen? Oh, no,
He's
it's
got
not a
Logan
screen.
Trollinger out here on the 50-yard line. Good catch.
Got hit after he was down, but I guess they said he was already in the act. But good play there, good pass.
Chad had some pressure coming.
Yeah, he
at
did
him.
have some pressure. It almost looked like a screen.
I know. I was just sprinting at him. Dragons had the ball out at the 50-yard line. Oh,
there
got
they
him
came.
offsides.
Boy, they were bringing it.
Yeah, they were.
Good ball penalty. Encroachment.
Number 5 came from way up.
That's at least the 4th time that they've
yeah.
either jumped and got called or jumped and got back just in time. But they've been antsy. They've got him with that hard count several times. Good job by Chad to utilize that. It's easy to forget about in the heat of the moment. That's a good tool for quarterbacks to use.
They were coming on that play. This time Dunsey's dropping back. He's going to air one out for Brady Boyer. And Brady catches it. And
dropped it.
He dropped it.
Oh, they're calling it a touchback.
touchback.
Unbelievable. I don't see how they say that he had that ball. It looked like an incompletion. The defender raked it out of his hands. Should have been a catch.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But they ruled it a catch and raked it out about the 2-yard line and went out through the back of the end zone. Boy, that is a huge call.
I wasn't sure if he was still bobbling it around or if he had it.
You could see the effects from our side getting called a touchback and Central side. That puts them back, which is better for us.
That's a killer right there.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be a attempt of PAT to tie the game, and now Central takes over with a 1-possession lead.
Man, to start this half, Park Hills moved it well, turned it over, and St. Genevieve moved it well and turned it over as well. So,
did you get that, Noah?
I did.
You followed it all the way? You're the man. Don't do too
and
good.
the Rebels going to pitch it out to Hopkins.
Nice play.
Austin Keene outside, missed the tackle.
Didn't wrap
Hopkins
again. Didn't
breaks
wrap.
free. He's still going down the sideline, and he's out to about the 47.
Kid
Hopkins.
can run.
He's tough.
First out of bounds by number 6, Grant Stephan. First down for Central.
Did a good job on the force, and once again did not wrap.
He looks a little shaken up on the
First
play.
and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
Everybody's going to filter around him. Cramps. Got both legs up.
Central, big play, brings him out to the 46-yard line for a first down. They're going to pitch this one back to Jones, and
there you go.
He's not going to get very far. Good group
play.
tackle.
Good play there by Tyler Jenkins coming all the way across the line of scrimmage. He's the right side defensive end, and he scraped all the way down the line of scrimmage and made that play on the left side.
So as soon as Clayton Vaughn came in, the whole pile just kind of went in the air a little bit.
Gain of 1 will make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 for the Rebels. Right around midfield.
Coming out in that foot-to-foot formation again. Probably going to try to run right up the middle here.
And it'll be a false start.
Got off to a little bit of an early start there. He was in the backfield, so it's a legal motion, so it does not blow the play dead, but it's still going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Illegal motion against Central.
A lot of pre-snap penalties here for Central tonight.
Yeah.
You can live with the holds and you can live with the aggressive fouls, but you cannot live with the personal fouls, and it's hard to take the pre-snap stuff.
It'll be 2nd and 14.
Spread
Rebels
it out here, 2 by 2.
Face a 2nd and 14. Quarterback's just going to give it off to
There's that
Manning,
tackling again.
and he's going to have enough for a first down and a little more. Late flag comes in.
Tackled by number 11, Austin Keene. There is a flag.
Looks like that's going to be tacked on to the, oh, nope, they're saying it's on Central. Oh, nope, our players were wrong.
I didn't see it.
Is that a target?
Penalty against St. Genevieve.
Targeting call?
Helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet is what they're saying over the intercom. I think that was a targeting signal.
I don't know. I didn't really see
I
it.
didn't really see any of them.
Oh, wow.
It's a big one. 15 yards added on to an already big run, about a 21-yard run, 15-yard penalty. That's 36 yards, if my math is right. Is that right, Eric?
Yep, sure.
Sounds right.
Park Hills now great field position, right around the 20. Gonna hand it off to Manning again, following that blocker, and he's gonna pick up a couple yards.
Tackle made by number 6, Grant Stephan.
Staffing on the tackle for St. Genevieve.
St. Gen's really going to have to bear down here. They had a big momentum swing when they lost that fumble through the end zone for a touchback. And defense really has to answer the bell here. They've got to come up big and stop this momentum that Central's developed.
Park Hills facing a 2nd and about 6. Quarterback drops back to throw, throws out to his left. He's got a man. Not sure what number it was. Somebody was pulling on his jersey, but he might have enough. He definitely picked up a first down.
They're still reaching. They're reaching with their hands instead of trying to attack with their shoulder pads and bring their arms to wrap. And when you play good, strong teams, you're not gonna make a lot of tackles that way.
No.
At least without them. Not without them getting about 5 or 6 extra yards each time.
Be first and goal from the 9-yard line.
First and goal for Park Hills on the 9-yard line. They're going to run a counter tray out here, number 7, and he might be in for a touchdown, and he is.
Again, another poor angle there by St. John. That looked like Logan Trollinger. He had him in the backfield if he would have just took a better angle, but he, I guess, was a little faster than he anticipated and beat him to the edge. So that's going to be a 20-7 Central lead.
Here in the third quarter.
Number 1, Jake Casey.
27 in for the PAT. High snap.
Bridges.
And that's in. 21-7 your score. Dragons had some momentum going. Then the turnover, and the Rebels march down and get a touchdown.
This time we want to thank again some of our sponsors. Wholesome is working with us again this year. This is the third year in a row that they've helped us out, and we appreciate them. At Wholesome, our mission is simple: to be the most respected and successfully operated company in our industry, creating value for all of our stakeholders. Achieving our mission involves a commitment to the following: innovative solutions for our customers, employees with a passion for performance, an open and collaborative corporate culture, a forward-looking organization, a culture that promotes sustainable development, long-term financial performance, and Wholesome is a proud sponsor of St. John athletes and its school district. Go Dragons. So thank you to Wholesome and Miss Lisa Schwint for their help and support and supporting our program here at St. John.
Back deep to receive for the Dragons, number 8, Logan Trollinger, and number 3, Darian Brown.
Number 27, Justin Bridges.
Dragons down 21-2.
7. Not 21-2.
It's 21-2. Yeah, they got a safety, that's it.
Okay, Logan Trollinger's got it.
Running out to the
There you
left
go.
side, trying to get outside, and he's going to be brought out at about the 35-yard line.
Good return there by Logan. About 28 yards on that return.
Looked like Isaiah Welch was in on the tackle.
Cardinals score still 1-1 in the 5th inning. Going against Madison Bumgardner tonight. John Gann only went 2 2/3 tonight. Threw a lot of pitches. All right, so St. John takes over here at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Take it away, Derek.
All right. Dragons coming 2 by 2. Low snap to Dundee. Picks it up off the ground, and he's just going to run up the middle. He's looking to throw still, and he lobs it up to Brady Boyer. What a play, and Brady's going to be out of bounds right before first down.
Well done there by Chad.
That was a
Pulled
great
up
job by
just in
Chad.
time, drew the defense, and lobbed it right over their head. That was kind of a Brett Favre maneuver.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember Brett Favre?
I do.
Okay.
A little bit.
Watched it when he played on the Vikings one year.
Talking to you youngins, you just never quite know.
Looks like Baker Mayfield out there.
I just try to focus on the great Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Nobody else really matters.
Dungy.
Pretty sure we might have missed that because I think I had the
throws it out to Boyer for a quick first down, and he's quickly brought out of bounds. How much time's left now?
I apologize if we missed that
Got
last play.
6:23.
6:23 left.
I think I had the sponsor loop playing.
Oh.
That's my fault.
6:23 left to go here in the third quarter.
It's coming out of your paycheck.
Yeah, my paycheck. Good one.
They're going to cut the class. Then we can't go on our field trip.
Yep.
Dragons come to the ball, same formation. Brown line up on the left side of Dunsey, my bad. Snap back to Dunsey, looking downfield and going to throw one too high for Brady Boyer.
Brady Boyer, incomplete.
Brady just flopped.
Yeah, speaking of that field trip, we get to take our broadcasting crews going down to Perryville here in a little over a week. Going down to tour the Vietnam memorial that they have down there, as our broadcasting crew is responsible for putting on our Veterans Day Assembly. So we're going to get some footage and go through the museum and bring back some stuff that hopefully we can bring to our Veterans Day program this November.
2nd and 10 for the Dragons. They're just going to fake a handoff to Brown. Dunsey's going to run on the left side, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 4, right around the 50.
Taken out of bounds by number 2, Will
Solid.
Hopkins.
Dragons' big 3rd down coming up. What do you think, Schweiss? You get this? Or if you don't get it?
I think you got to go for it. I think
Yeah.
this has to be 2-down territory, down by 2 scores, second half. Almost got him to jump offside again.
Man.
You almost want to try it again. Still got 13 seconds on the play clock.
And Dunsey's looking to pass. Oh, he gets hit hard.
Now you don't go for it.
Number 22, I think that's Tyler Murray, got in there and hit him pretty hard. And there's another Central Rebel back there with him. Chad was looking downfield to throw, and whenever he decided not to, it was too late. As Tyler Murray came around the edge unblocked.
Deep to receive for Central is number 7, Dawson Day.
That was a big shot Chad took there. Hopefully he's okay. He's back to punts.
Oh, nice snap way over his head. Come on, Chad, get it off.
Good.
Somehow gets it off. Good punt. And
boy, that was a great athletic play there by Chad.
That's going to roll down to about the 32-yard line. So
that's one of those things that won't show up on the stat sheet, but that's a 28-yard punt with no return. That's a, considering where he kicked that ball from, that's huge.
Yep.
Be first and 10 for Central from their own 32-yard line.
Park Hills will take over on the 32-yard line, leading the Dragons 21-7. Dragons defense needs a stop this series. As they hand it off at the middle, I believe that's Mannion.
Yeah, they're going to need a stop or a turnover here, as Central's got the kind of offense where they can really bleed a clock.
Bleed a clock and gain a bunch of yards doing it.
It's about 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Gain of 3 will make it 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 35-yard line. Central up by a few scores. Dropping back to pass, throw out to Hopkins, and lunges forward to the 40, pickup of about 5.
Okay, he's always got that forward lean.
I know.
And he's always getting those extra yards. Those yards just add up and add up and add up. Make a big difference. He never dances. He's always going forward.
Big play right here for the defense. 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 for Central.
See if the Dragons can hold him. Hopkins in the backfield. They're just going to give it to him up the middle, and he's going to have enough for a first down.
Sophia Reeves says she really wishes she could have heard the band at halftime. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to play that. That's copyrighted music that the Central Band, and when we're at home, our band pays for. They pay for the rights to play it. And because we have not paid for those rights, we are not allowed to air them on YouTube. So we get in trouble if we do that through YouTube. So
yeah.
Sorry about that. That's why the band is either muted or talked over when they play.
Quarterback drop back to pass for Park Hills. Fakes a pass, takes off running, and good job by number 51. I believe that's
Christian Hale.
Christian Hale on the tackle.
Quarterback Dylan Corcoran.
Quarterback Dylan Corcoran.
Tackled by number 51, Christian.
We learn those copyright rules the hard way usually. We get some nasty,
Yeah, we do that.
nasty hate mail in our inbox.
No bueno.
And then we have to write apologies. It's not cool.
2nd and 10 for the Rebels. Quarterback's going to fake a handoff and then hand it off to number 1, Jake Casey, around the edge.
Oh,
and he breaks another tackle, and he might be gone. Hurdles a guy.
Wow.
And he's all the way down to the 20-yard line.
That was a very big block over there.
Flag.
On, I think that's that's Bryce Trollinger, and that is not a legal block.
That
was a blindside block.
Was a flag on the play.
Saw that in the camera.
I know. It's crazy.
Play it. I want to watch.
A few years ago, that was a good, clean block, but
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah, too big of fingers.
But hopefully Bryce is okay. He said, I'm trying to rewind it here to see the playback, but
Personal foul is called against Central.
That was a
I
big
think I'm going
hit.
to give up. He told me my fingers were too fat.
Let me see it.
Well, that's actually going to take it all the way back. It's not going to be a first down, so could be a big play if they can hold him here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that ball is all the way down to the 20. Now it's back at the 49.
Be 2nd and 4 for Central.
Wow. 2nd and 4. Yeah, that was a big penalty there.
Park Hills hands it off to Manny. It looked like he bobbled the handoff, but he is going to be stopped just a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, he ran right into the butt of the center there that kind of gummed up that play.
It'll be third and about 1.5. Say that.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
Got about a minute and 50 to go here in the third quarter.
Dragons looking for a stop. Park Hills hands it off to Hopkins, and he has a first down.
Ball carrier number 2, Will Hopkins. Tackle by number 21, Kobe Hatfield. First down.
Kobe Hatfield on the tackle, and you were right, Schweiss. This offense just runs that clock down.
Yep, a few years ago they used to run that power high, and they just 4-yard you to death over and over and over again, and it wasn't very fun to watch, but the game sure got over quick.
Yeah.
Unlike the Valley game that lasted about 18 hours.
Oh, gosh, I know.
It may have been the longest high school football game that didn't go to overtime in the history of high school football.
Heard it here first.
Getting spoken world records.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. They pitch it out to Hopkins. Left side. Tries to put a stiff arm on somebody. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 6 yards on that play.
Very patient. Good job reading his blocks.
Number 22, Ty Brown.
Ty Brown on for St. Genevieve.
Gain of 6 will make it 2nd and 4.
Schweiss, I got this camera action looking like the NFL.
No,
Just saying.
done a pretty good job. Skyler might get fired.
Fire.
No, Skyler, you're not fired. We don't fire anybody. I need all hands on deck.
You just got to take some notes.
Central sends Hopkins in motion, and they pitch it out to Mannion on the right side. Makes a hard cut outside. Cuts it back in the middle, and he is going to be into the end zone for a Rebels touchdown. Make it 27-7. He made that cut back up the middle, and he took off. He is fast. Park Hills
attempting the extra point.
13 seconds left in the third.
27, Justin Bridges holding.
27 to 7. Make this 28.
It's 3 for 3 so far.
Ooh.
And that one is in. 28-7. Park Hills leading St. Genevieve.
13.6 left to go here in the third quarter. So we're getting ready to embark on the final quarter of the game, and St. Jen's going to have to make some things happen really quickly if they want to get back in this ball game. Also want to give a shout out to Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown works at Potential Energy, owns and runs Potential Therapy Services. Potential is a proud supporter of all of our high school athletes and athletic programs. We hope that you don't have to come to see us throughout your season, but understand that when you do, it is our job to get you back on the field or on the court as soon as possible. We wish all of our community's athletes safety and success and look forward to continuing the positive partnerships that we've developed with the schools. Good luck and good health to all of our athletes tonight and going forward. Tyler runs a great business over there at Potential. Our kids are in the process of trying to get a video ad created. They went over there Thursday to try to do some filming, and he was so busy that they were not able to do it. So it wasn't enough time in the day, but he's got a lot of people, more and more people going to him all the time, and he does a great job, and we get some great feedback from our kids on the job that he does with them.
27 Bridges to kick off. Line drive kick right at Logan Trollinger on the right side. Ball left side of the field. Logan cuts it back. Breaks a tackle, and he's going on the outside. Cuts it back over the middle, and what a return from Logan Trollinger out to the 45.
Some good vision.
Good field position. How much time did it take off the clock?
Yeah, 0.7 seconds.
0.7. So that took 12.9 seconds. Probably pretty exhausting running 12.9 seconds trying to break off tackles like that.
He just threw that one guy down.
I don't even want to think about that. When I was young and in shape, maybe.
Come on, Trice, you could still do it.
Yeah. As good once as I ever was, I guess.
After it, you know, is iffy.
Yeah, just going to keep this on the right side and lunge forward for about 3 yards. And that will take us to the fourth quarter. St. Genevieve Dragons trailing Park Hills 28-7.
Painful quarter there for St. Gen.
Yeah.
Gave up 14 points.
Had some momentum early.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked real good. It was all that one big pass play that I guess the yardage will count on the stats, but that play is going to go down as the play that changed the course of this game, at least for now, if they can't change the tide. But
definitely not over.
It's definitely not over. You're right.
But they do need to score right here.
They do have the ball in Central Territory. They are moving down the field, so if they get a quick score here, quick stop, right back in the ball game.
Shout out to my mom. She's watching.
Hi, Mrs. Morgan Thaler.
Have the winning number for the 50-50 drawing. Check your tickets. The winning number is 848044. 848044. If you have the winning ticket, please come to the press box.
I did not win.
We haven't won that 50-50 yet. In 2 years of doing this together, Derek, we still haven't won the 50-50.
We got a little bit left.
Maybe we should start buying tickets.
Yeah, that would probably help our cause. As
Dunsey
fumbles.
Oh,
that's not a late hit.
Didn't get the claw on that one.
Wow.
Chad tried to pick it up while looking downfield instead of just picking it up first, and didn't work out very well for him.
Third and about 13 for the Dragons.
Could have been worse. That could have been a turnover with the way that was looking. So you got to look here to get about half the yardage back. Give yourself a fourth and manageable.
Dunsey drops way back, looking to air one out. And
Much
he's
better
going
job
to
by
over
the
the
line.
middle, but there's nobody there. Looked like he tried to get into Devin Bader, but he kind of stopped running.
Boy, this is a tough situation here. You go to
Yeah.
4th and 13. You're on the central side of the field, but it's a long way to go.
Man.
And the way they've been moving the ball, big chunks like that, I don't even know. Not a situation you want to be in.
No.
That's where that missed snap really comes back to hurt you. Because if it's 4th and 6, you got to go for it.
And you're down 3 scores.
And confirmation number 2, Chad Dunsey.
Ooh.
High snap. Good punt, though.
Probably going to go through the end. Oh, no.
No, that's a good roll.
Well, that makes that decision look a lot better now.
Go down to the 4-yard line. See if the Dragons defense can make something happen right here.
Good punt there by Chad.
It will be 1st and 10 for Central.
That ref ain't leaving that spot to get the ball.
We talk about real quickly some of our other sports we got going on. We've got volleyball.
Yep.
They split this week. They went 1-1. Lost Thriller
to
St. Pius on Tuesday, and then turned around yesterday and beat Saxony in straight sets. Saxony is supposed to be pretty good this year.
Yep, the Pius game, they won the first set and then dropped the last 2 as Park Hills runs it up the middle.
Gage Mannion up the middle there. Looked like he was tackled by Kobe Hatfield.
Loss of a yard.
But last weekend, the volleyball team got 2nd place in the North County tournament, lost a real thriller to Festus, who they lost to earlier in the season as well. But that one, I think, went into lost the 3rd set like 25-27 or something in the championship.
Another running play. Somebody jumps. What? I don't think you could do that.
I don't think that's legal.
You can't hurdle.
He's almost it almost looked like he was at the goal line and they were trying to score. I wonder if he tripped over somebody.
We 3rd and 9 for Central.
There were some hurdles last year.
Yeah. I think if people were like on the ground, you can hurdle them. But if they're like still running at you trying to tackle,
Shout
you
out
can't.
Luke. Got jumped by Tyrese last year. But Luke gave one back.
A little confusion here.
Haven't heard from Brewster tonight. He might be busy down there in Springfield, Missouri, down at Missouri State.
Yeah.
Trump rally.
By the looks of his Snapchat stories, he was pretty busy today at this rally.
Oh.
Very involved in out there supporting.
Not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, they have not whistled the. Oh, they're waiting for the play clock.
And
there's that bad angle again.
Another missed tackle.
He's going to have enough for a first down. That is a killer. They just continue to take those poor angles. That was Austin Keene that time.
And for Central carrying, that was Dawson Day. Man, he got enough for a first down, or are they going to measure? Oh, they're going to measure it.
I think
he got it, though. It's going to be close.
They got to go all the way across the field. See how good how good a shape these chain guys are in. Long run.
One's walking, one's jogging.
Yep, they slowed down. They started in a sprint, then went to a jog, then a walk. Now another walk.
First down, Park Hills.
Got it by about an inch. Look at that, zooming in, all that stuff.
Good
job, Noah. You're a good cameraman.
Fox is going to be calling you for some Sunday afternoon action, buddy.
I know.
Go Chiefs.
So I can only do the home Patriots games. Sorry.
Send you out to Foxborough. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. 4th quarter. Up by 3 touchdowns. Oh, looked like a false start.
Dead ball penalty. False start against Central.
All right.
Five-yard penalty will make it 1st and 15.
First 15 for Park Hills. Handoff on the left side.
Ball carried by
Number 5, Gage Mannion. Looked like he was brought down by
61, Caleb Roth.
Caleb Roth and Isaac Boyd are in there.
Larry says he put 2 kids through high school, never won the 50-50. He probably bought more tickets than you and I have bought, too.
There's still hope, though.
Derek and I are still on 0 purchases.
You know what? I'm buying one next week.
I don't even know where you buy one.
Is it McDaniel?
McDaniel,
yeah, down at the front. Anyways, second and about 11
Slip him
for
a
the
couple
Rebels.
extra bucks, get the winning
Gonna
one.
pass this one, throw it out
Oh,
here, and
that was, man.
Almost picked. That would have been big.
That was a touchdown right there.
Number 14, Brady Boyer. There is a flag on the play.
Man, that.
Holding against Central.
Read it perfectly.
They will decline that penalty.
Yeah, that would have been a half the distance penalty, so it wouldn't have been the full 10 yards. At
Yep.
this point,
How
you
much
need
time is left?
8 minutes, 27 seconds. At this point, you need to have Central run as few plays as possible, and now that the clock stopped with that incomplete pass, that's a big deal here because that keeps 40 seconds on the clock that they otherwise could have ran off.
Third and long for Park Hills. Quarterback's going to drop back to throw. They're looking out here to Casey. And, good catch.
Oh, he dropped it. What in the world?
He dropped that.
What is that flag? Nobody touched anybody. Unless somebody on the sideline got in the way.
That ball hit the ground, too.
Did they call it a catch? They did. Okay, it's sideline interference. They called that a catch?
What?
First down for Central.
Wow. And we have the film right here.
Oh, my.
You guys at home can see that.
Well, I don't know. Those guys are probably going to be in the way. Here it comes right now, live.
Did he catch it?
There is no way.
I thought that ball was out.
Behind him.
Yeah, no.
The ball's at his feet when he hits the ground. All right.
Wow.
Well,
we're from a 4th and 12 with a stop clock to now 1st and 10 at midfield.
we'll just leave it there, you guys.
Dragons blitz that time, and they stop him for no gain.
Now I see here it's going to beef up a little bit.
Ty Brown maybe a little shaken up after that play.
Kobe Hetfield.
That's real surprising.
That was a bad sequence there. The missed interception, pick 6 there on 2nd down, and then the should have been drop pass on 3rd down. But don't dwell on the past. Got to move forward. Boys got to step up.
Yep. Central has the ball in midfield. Fakes a handoff, then hands it off to Manning on the left side, and good tackle by Bryce.
Finally wrapped up. Brought the legs with him. Good job of open field tackling there.
Tackle made by number 9, Bryce Trollinger. Be 3rd and 3.
Bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Rebels. St. Jim brings some pressure, but nobody's around the quarterback. He's going to air it out for Casey down here. Brady Boyer in coverage. And it's going to be incomplete.
Central crowd wanted a flag there, but
he wasn't going to.
He underthrew him so bad. Even if Brady wouldn't reach his arm out there, he was never going to get back to that ball.
Fourth and 3 for Park Hills.
Looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit. A little surprised they threw the ball there and didn't keep the clock running. 6 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the game. St. John's going to need to catch some lightning in a bottle right here. Darian on the left side. Logan on the right side.
That's
and
actually
that
Staffen.
Punt is straight up in the air. Staffen, sorry. Oop.
Jones catches it around the 30, actually 29-yard line.
There is a flag on the play.
Holding against Park Hills.
Holding against Central.
They'll decline that, I would think, with the field position they got off that short punt. Unless they think they have a block that they can pull off. That's not Dave Weber reffing, is it? The white hat? You know Dave?
I don't.
Does all the middle school games, basketball games? You know him.
Oh,
with Clay.
yeah. Yeah, I know him.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not. Just kind of look like him.
Yes, it is. It
Is
is
it?
Weber. Yeah, it is. Look at that. A little hometown flavor. We haven't had him do one of our games in a long time. He was a good ref way back when I played many, many years ago. That shows you how old Dave is.
Way to call him out.
Dragons come out 2-2. Dunsey Brown in the backfield. Low snap. Dunsey
swing.
Drops
It's
back.
open.
Throws it out to Logan Gegg. Threw it behind him and he can't haul it in.
Pass intended for number 4, Logan Gay.
Yeah, he did have him open.
We'll make it 2nd and 10.
Had him open with about probably a 10-yard cushion there. He would have been able to make a move. Easy to say from up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See things a lot differently up here.
Yeah, especially when you don't have people that are 240 pounds trying to knock you into oblivion.
Dragons come out same formation. Dunsey back, looking to pass. Air one out for Devin Bader. Come on, Devin. And, oh, that's going to be picked off by number 13, Jones. And he's finally going to be brought down around the 37-yard line.
And with 5 minutes and 50 seconds, 28-7 lead, that's going to pretty much seal the deal, I believe, barring a turnover or something silly by Central. As you look for them to probably just ground and pound the rest of this way, try to eat as much of eat as much of that 5.5 minutes left as they can.
Be 1st and 10 for Central from their own 38-yard line.
Got the girls golf team where'd they go today? They were up in St. Louis somewhere.
Oh,
we get any results from that on Twitter?
No, I didn't see any.
Cardinals up 2-1.
Sweet. As
got some good news.
Ball carried by number 1, Jake.
Flags come in. Casey with the carry.
Colton Wong, RBI base hit.
Coming down the play, personal foul.
Personal foul against the Dragons.
Tyson Ross came in to relieve Gant, 2 1/3 innings. They're going to have to start him. He's got a clause in his contract when he signed at the waiver deadline that said that if he has to get so much money, but every time he starts, so they've been pitching out of the bullpen, but every time he pitches great.
Tyson Ross?
Tyson Ross.
Yeah. Is he still in there?
No, they got Hudson in there now. Pitched 1 inning. 1 inning, 3 Ks, 11 pitches. You're a pitcher, Derek. That's pretty good stats right there.
Yeah, that's really good.
Pretty efficient.
Oh, yeah.
So he's lined up over the line of scrimmage there.
Rebels handing it off to Hopkins. Picks up about a yard or two.
Ball carried by number 5, Gage Mannion.
That was actually Gage Mannion, my bad.
Action, ball was carried by number 2.
Never mind, that was Hopkins.
Never mind.
Never mind.
It was somebody.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 from about the 45-yard line. That's going to be a false start.
Clayton was over the line.
Oh.
Last play, they didn't call it. They told him, I think, between plays. And this play, he was way over the line again. Looks like Arizona's beating Colorado 2-0 too.
Sweet.
If those two games would play out the way they are now, it'd be 2.5 game lead on that final wild card spot. Be something if they made the playoffs after the way they played the first half of the season.
I know.
There's a handoff to Mannion. He's just
still
so
going.
quick.
He's out across the 30-yard line down to about the 27.
How much time's left?
You got 4:21.
4:21.
We got a busy week ahead of us. Next week, we got 4 broadcasts coming for you. We've got a volleyball game on Monday, a volleyball game on Tuesday, which is against Farmington, big conference game. And then on Thursday, it's already our senior night.
Wow.
As our girls play North County. So we got 3 home volleyball games next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We'll try to bring all the varsity games to you anyway. Not sure about the JV action. And then on Friday, we've got football at Perryville, and we will go down there and bring you that ball game.
As number 16, the quarterback keeps it. That is Dylan Corcoran.
We got cross country going to Notre Dame next Saturday. They got a bye this weekend, so they get a rest. Got a couple that aren't healthy right now, so that'll give them a chance, hopefully, to get those legs fresh and get back at it next Saturday. And I believe that's in Cape at Notre Dame.
Schweiss, we should start podcast at the school.
We should.
We can do a podcast. We got all the equipment for it.
Just talk about stuff, interesting stuff.
We could have
You're going to have to be a little more specific before I approve that.
All right.
Anything.
No,
talk about
anything
stuff.
that's going on. We can talk about news.
You heard it here
politics.
first, folks. We're going to have a talk about stuff.
Talk about weather for like
podcast.
45 minutes.
We could have special guests. Just
Yep.
talk about
Just
anything. What's going on?
Just stuff.
You come up with a plan. You make an outline, and then we'll
No,
consider it.
we're thinking of this.
It
on the
better
way
be
home.
specific.
I'm just watching a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts lately.
Not that I don't trust you,
Very
Noah,
interesting.
but not that I don't trust you. I don't trust your neighbors.
We could talk about the NBA.
Yep, that's fine.
Trust my
We can do that.
neighbors
So they hand it off to Hopkins again.
Ooh, good tackle there.
G Staff.
G Staff.
Yep.
Tackle made by number 6, Grant Staffen.
Grant Staffen.
I understand. I understand. I just have never heard that context.
You never heard that?
I've never heard him called that.
You never heard people at school call that?
G Staff?
Yeah.
No.
Well. Now you have it.
They used to call me G Money back in the day. That was my nickname.
I doubt that.
There is a J Money.
There is a J Money. That is Grant Staffen's dad,
Grant's
Jeremy
dad,
Staffen.
Jeremy.
Gotcha.
It's J Money.
All right, we got 3rd down and 8 here, 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Timeout.
Timeout with 1 second left on the play clock as they'll talk it over, see if they can get one more first down here to ice this game away. Well, when you look back at this game, a lot of missed opportunities by St. John.
Yeah.
Had some chances to make some plays. And
had some momentum at different points.
Had some momentum and just weren't able to hold on to it.
Nope.
never really did establish a running game at all in the
No.
second half. I mean, they were behind, kind of forced to throw the ball. But, to be honest with you, Central's had the ball probably about 80% of the time in the
our
second
defense
half.
has been out there just.
So it's kind of hard to talk about offensive plays when you're not running many.
As they pitch it out to Hopkins, who cuts back, does a spin move, gets hit a couple. Ooh.
Boy, I hope he's not hurt. Oh,
Like-
he's fumble.
St. John got the football.
He got hit
He got
in the
rocked.
knee, it looked like. But he's up. Arching his back out a little bit, but he looks to be okay. So St. John will take over. That's a plus.
Big hit calls the fumble.
See if
How
they
was
can
it?
get one on the board before game's over.
From their own 29-yard line.
How much time's left?
2:13. You can get up and lean over, right?
Yeah, but Dunsey out to Bader
Another
and he
drop
dropped
ball.
it.
A lot of drop passes throughout, not just tonight, throughout the first part of the season.
Second and 10.
It's going to be a lot to learn from this
Yeah.
game film. Lots of missed opportunities.
As the Dragons come out with trips left. Dunsey just going to hand this one off to Darian Brown up the middle. Pretty hard run, and he gets out to a little past the 35, probably 36.
Be third and 3.
Yeah, they didn't really know what they were getting tonight with Central because
No.
they had played four games and 2 games were probably against the 2 toughest teams on anybody in their district schedule, and 2 games were against probably the 2 weakest teams of anybody on their schedule. So when you asked the coaching staff, they said it, depending on which game film you watch, they look like gangbusters in one film, and they look pretty shoddy on another film, but that all had to do with the quality competition they played early in the season.
Darian Brown gets a handoff, picks up a first down.
First down for St. Genevieve will be first and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
First and 10. Don't know if Logan Gegg knows what play is going on. Dunsey pumps. He's got Bader down the sideline, and he underthrew it, and that's going to be
dropped,
broken up.
Pass play was broken up by number 13, Jeremy Jones.
We have a video of Devin Bader did something
crazy
that I didn't ever think would be possible. But
it's about something you see in the NFL.
Yeah, you see it
look
in
like something
football
OBJ would do. Did a backflip, a standing backflip, while someone threw him a ball while he was in midair, and he caught the ball with one hand in the midst of a backflip. It was one of the more athletic things I've ever seen.
Darian Brown with the hard run lays a hit on number 5.
Good hit by the little Butterball Brown.
Third and 3 for the Dragons. Dunsey going to throw out to his left. Quick pass to Trollinger, incomplete.
Dragons are going to go on 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Park Hills. But they're going to go as...
They'll be 3 and 2 also, and they'll move ahead of us with the head-to-head win. So we will drop to fourth.
I wonder if
district
Perryville-
standings most likely. Perryville will still be ahead of us regardless of what they did today, but we'll have a chance to move past them next week if we were able to beat them.
I'll try to find that score.
36 seconds left. Darian bounces to the outside. He's swallowed up, and I doubt that they will run anymore. They called a timeout. Oh, that was 4th down. Sorry.
Potosi beat Fredericktown
Tackle was made by
21-14.
That was closer than I thought it would be.
Kennett's beating North County in the third, 34-30. Close game.
That's close. North County's pretty decent this year. I'm surprised Kennett's not winning by a little more, but what else you got over there?
I got third quarter, Perryville beating St. Vincent 7-6. Farmington.
That's it? 7-6?
Yeah, at the end of the third. Well, that was 32 minutes ago. They don't have a final on that game yet. Valley Catholic beat Grandview. Farmington beat Poplar Bluff.
What was the Valley score?
56-6.
Farmington beat Bluff?
Yeah, 24-7. Farmington's pretty good this year.
I know they are. Yeah, I thought the North County Farmington game this year was going to be lopsided to the favor of North County, but it did not play out that way at all.
Yeah.
All right, Schweiss, I'm just going to go ahead and bring out the elephant in the room. You going to transfer to Central after this, go be with your brother?
No, I'm not. Anyway, that's the end of the ball game. 28-7 is the final score. As we mentioned, St. John drops to 3-2. Central improves to 3-2. And we will be with you next week to bring you games on Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, volleyball on those 3 nights. And then on Friday, we will bring you the the St. John Perryville High School
busy week
football game. Final stats, Darian Brown, 86 yards rushing with 1 TD. Brady Boyer, leading receiver with 38 receiving yards. Central, Hopkins, 67 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Mannion, 133 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, most of those coming in the second half. Passing, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns for Central. Scoring summary, Darian Brown started it off for St. John with an 8-yard touchdown run. Kicked by PAT by Chad Dunsey was good. Central scored on a 38-yard pass. To answer in the first quarter, Central scored before halftime with a 24-yard pass. And then in the third quarter, tacked on a 10-yard run as well as a 40-yard run to make it 28-7. And then they just milked and bled the clock the rest of the way out. Total yards, 159 for St. John, 400 for Park Hills. Passing yards, 57 for St. John, 145 for Park Hills. Rushing yards, 102 to 255. Central out first downed us, 20-14. All in all, got a lot of work to do. But we will sign off for now, and we will be back at you next week with a lot of action, both volleyball and football.
See ya.
See you guys.
Be safe.